All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave back again, talking real music, doing it in real time for a few real people just like you and just like me. And when I say a few, it's I'm back to normal, okay? The Rush thing, still don't get it. 55,000 views or whatever. You know, I was told it was 8 or 9 minutes of fluff. So, I don't know, then you're right. 9 minutes of fluff, 55,000 views. Yesterday, I'm getting like 300 views on a video. Yeah, man, cool. So if you can support this channel, because the algorithm is a little tricky, and I used to complain about it when I had the other channel, and I still do have the other channel, but I can't upload videos to it. But the point being is that, with 7,000 subs right now, 7,200 something, whatever it is, um, it's weird that you're getting 300 views on a video. Make sure you hit the little bell for notifications if you haven't done that. That's actually helpful. Also, if you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's a buy me a coffee link. There's a link for Patreon where patrons support the channel. I post things in Patreon. Sometimes I even do commentary and whatever. So if you're into that kind of stuff, which I know it's just too much information out here as it is. And so if you don't have time, I get it. But if you'd like to support the channel, that's another way to do it. Also, PJ Rock Super Chats and YouTube memberships. Alrighty. So here's the exciting story for today. Stevie Nicks. Again, this showed up in my feed. And it's low-density nutrition here. Stevie Nicks has shared a cryptic tease on Instagram. What the heck is a cryptic tease? I don't know, but that's what they say here. The writing is always so amazing, and they don't tell me here who actually wrote this little blurb, which, by the way, shows up on most classic rock stations like Classic Rock 93.9. So if you know where that radio station is, this is probably on their website because that's where it came from today. So a cryptic tease on Instagram. Some think it could mean a new Barbie is on the way. Wow. A Stevie Nicks Barbie is on the way. And Stevie says this: I'm so excited to announce something very special coming in 2 weeks, she wrote. Stay tuned for more details. No, it's not a Fleetwood Mac reunion. It's all ready to go, by the way. The Fleetwood Mac reunion. I mean, the other story, which broke a couple days ago, is the Buckingham Nicks album debuted in the top 5 on several Billboard charts. Yeah. Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. My buddy Johnny in Australia went out and purchased a copy. Apparently, they moved 30,000 copies here in the United States, which for an album of that vintage, that's pretty good. They did even better on other charts other than Billboard, the top rock albums and indie store album sales charts. There are so many charts now, too many charts. Catalog albums charts. It debuted at number 1 there. And top rock and alternative albums and vinyl albums charts where it landed at number 2. A lot of people like the album cover because, well, Stevie isn't wearing a whole lot. So, in fact, I think she's wearing nothing, but you can't see. You can almost see, and that's what makes it intriguing for some people. Not me, per se. She hated that album cover, by the way. She loathed it. So it's interesting now that they're putting it all back out there again. Anything for some money, I guess, right? Along with the Barbie doll thing. So her post was accompanied by a photo of what appears to be a pair of doll's legs wearing white heels covered by leg warmers. It also looks like the doll is wearing a white flowing dress. Oh, it's a really slow day in the world of classic rock, folks. Belladonna Barbie is coming, one fan wrote in the comments. Who wants this Belladonna Barbie? Seriously, I guess what do? Give it to your kids or your grandkids? Another wrote, White winged dove Barbie. OMGGG. And of course, the writer here has to say, referencing a lyric in her tune Edge of 17. No, really? Really? I wouldn't have known that. Edge of 7, that's in Edge of 17, just like the white winged dove. By the way, Mattel launched its first Stevie Nicks Barbie doll, if you missed this, back in October of 2023, with Stevie showing it off on stage at a concert at MSG. No, MSG. Yes, MSG. The original had her wearing a black outfit inspired by the one Stevie wore on the cover of Rumors. Oh, my. So now we've got dolls and, we need some action figures. And we need like a David Coverdale action figure to go up against the Stevie Nicks Barbie doll. Dave isn't doing a whole lot these days, so he should really get on that. And he would get a lot of press coverage. Maybe he should do a cryptic tease on Instagram. By the way, the last Stevie Nicks Barbie doll, it sold out and then got a limited re-release back in July of 2024. Okay, so this is just a money grab and people are buying Stevie Nicks Barbie dolls. Yeah, because Barbie, who was kind of a good girl, right, needs to be corrupted by the Stevie Nicks image. Dave, you're just throwing cold water on everything, man. Just enjoy life. Yeah, I'm just doing commentary, folks. There's not a lot to talk about. By the way, they say the real life Stevie is currently on a solo tour. Is this written for like little kids? The real life Stevie, the grown up real Stevie, is on a solo tour and is set to play Phoenix on Tuesday, unless the show gets canceled for some unforeseen reason, which happens quite a bit these days. By the way, you can get a complete list of tour dates over on StevieNicksOfficial.com. So yeah, that's an exciting video. The only part of that which was interesting to me was how well the Buckingham Nicks album did on its release, which happened a few days ago. Now, that would make one think that it's plausible that there could be a reunion and a big tour next year with Fleetwood Mac, right? And I know some people will say no Christine McVie, no Fleetwood Mac, although they did go on as Fleetwood Mac without Christine McVie. I would say just do a farewell tour. I guarantee you everybody has been speed dialed by Irving Azoff, like everybody in Fleetwood Mac. And he's like, money's on the table. How much you guys want? We can just charge more for tickets and we'll get it, because you bill this as the return of Stevie and Lindsay. They do a couple of, appearances. They try to appear together and they try not to fight or argue or have facial expressions would indicate that they hate each other. I don't think they hate each other anymore. I really don't. They teamed up to put this album out there to some degree. There's money involved, and there would be a lot of money involved in one last. And by the way, Mick Fleetwood, he wants to do this. He wants to do it. John McVie, he's kind of the wild card, but I bet you could coax John off the boat and get him out there. I mean, why not, right? Have someone else do all the work and he can just stand there. I mean, isn't that what they did the last time? They had all these support players that weren't actually on stage. They were behind the curtain doing stuff to try to beef up the sound without Lindsay being there. I mean, it was bad enough. They had Mike Campbell and Neil Finn, and those guys couldn't replace Lindsay. So we'll see. I'm still, if this happens, I'll be like, see, told you so. You guys wouldn't listen to me. There's a lot of money on the table here, and they're charging a fortune for concert tickets. And this would be probably the most expensive concert in a long time. And all of that disposable income, you want to revitalize the economy, get Fleetwood Mac on tour. That's all I'm saying, okay? Enough, right? Enough with this video. Barbie dolls. Slow day, folks. It's a slow day, but get ready for your New Stevie Nicks Barbie. It's apparently coming soon.